What's going on, ladies and you lesser life forms? It is Sith Happens, a Star Wars podcast. I am Eric the Daddler, and thank you guys for joining us for another episode. I am joined, as always, by my two usual loveliest of co-hosts. They are the scruffiest of the Nerf herders and the slimiest of the Minox. It's Matty Ice and Ant. How we doing, fellas?
I am doing great. I am Matty Ice, otherwise known as Black Series Daily Desk, and I believe I was one of the lesser life forms he just mentioned.
Yeah.
So proud to be representing that, and we have
it.
we have a very that's weird, you know. I'm a scruffy and a lesser life form. But
I'm just lesser life form, no scruff.
no scruff. No, it's yeah.
Oh yeah, they shaved.
Well, that's you're the lesser life form, but
Look
that's
at
like
you.
kind of like you're the baby faced lesser life form that is a great sidekick for the main character, and ultimately
All
you
lesser.
have a really big redemption arc that I'm excited.
I'd like to
see.
think of myself as
excited
like the
about that,
episode 4 Han, like pretty smooth.
As a person who I know Han is not one of your favorite characters, I'm going to resent that a touch.
Fair
A
play.
touch. Yeah, fair play. Very fair play. Anyway, I'm very excited about today's episode. So we, with everything that's going on in the Star Wars world, we got Comic-Con approaching. We thought it would
Hell
be a
yes.
great... I'm so stoked. And we're going to talk a little about that as we do our next segment. But we thought, you know what? We haven't done a figure-focused episode in a while. So why not?
It's been a minute.
It has been a while. Why not?
That's what we do.
We were thinking there's been so many great figures made this year. I think we all agree. And a lot of
hell
them
yeah.
ticked off for me, like my top 2 wish list items were ticked off. So maybe we talk a little bit about the figures that we want to see, or maybe not even at the top, some that we just think would be interesting. We're each going to talk about 5 figures that are on our Black Series wish list. Hello, Howl Runner. To catch you up, we're going to do our Black Series wish lists. Love to see
Here
you
I
here.
am, not monitoring the chat.
Yeah, listen, man, that's mine, Jen's job. So anyway,
I'm
We're
trying
gonna
to
jump
get you a
into
lot more
that,
people. That's what
and
I'm
then
doing
we'll-
right now, real quick.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
send
yeah,
the old
it's
link
just
out. So
blasting it
I'm gonna
out right
flood.
now, 'cause
I'm gonna flood
this
this
is a-
place.
It's a weird
Flood
night
the
for us to do
airwaves.
this. We don't usually do Thursdays. We know that. But anyway, so then
Is
other
it
than
Thursday?
that, well, it is Thursday, dude.
It
Okay,
actually-
after the top 5 figures, I don't know this
He's
crap.
kidding.
This poodoo. See, Boodoo
Fuck it,
does
we'll
not-
do it live.
Yeah. See, that's what we're doing. So anyway, after that, we're gonna all show off the 3 figures or toys. Doesn't need to be figures that we're just enjoying the most right now. Some of it might be, some of us may say it's our favorite 3 figures. Some of us might just be like, these are the ones that I'm really enjoying this year. The 3 of us do photography. Sometimes you get a figure out of the box and you really love it, and it doesn't even have to be one that came out recently. So with that, I am going to ask Mr. I am not a committee, also known as Ant, also known as the Stash.
goat.
Yeah, the Stash Bash. Mr.
The
Ant,
stash bash. Okay.
Mr. Ant,
Yeah.
I'd like to hear your first wish list figure you'd like to discuss. If you have more than 5, so I want to make you play Sophie's Choice. So really think about this right now, because we're going 5.
Well,
That's fine.
quick, before we
Yeah.
go too much into that, we do got a lot of folks checking in right now.
Oh, hello.
We got
Hey,
Zach Smith
hello.
checking in, and
Hey,
we
what up,
got
Zach?
Outer Multiverse checking in.
Hello,
Thank you
Outer
guys for joining
Multiverse.
into the podcast.
Yes, thank you for joining us on a night that's not our usual night.
Yes,
we appreciate
please.
it. And this is going to be a
Please,
fun one.
for the love of collectors, make them in both scales.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? If you guys want, type in some of your wish list figures, and we're happy to talk about those too.
Hell yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right. So with that, wow.
Okay,
us.
so yeah, I'm gonna wow you. I just have to real quick decide who my first one is.
It
I
doesn't
have a
to be
feeling
in
we're going to
order.
overlap on a lot of these
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
think there's a few we all really want.
I don't think it has
Yeah.
to be an order of your like 1
I'm gonna
through
go
5.
with Llama Sue.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That was one I
is a
did not
great-
have.
I think that's
Yes. So
super cool.
just a real quick. I'm not gonna go all night here, but I just think she's been in movies now. She's been in the show in Bad Batch. She was an integral part of both of those things. Like, why not give us that? And then well, we got that mold. Make that Jedi down the road. I forget his name. Old P-head is what I used to call him, but.
I forgot that there is a cameo.
Man,
in
I
Jedi
remember it from
entirely.
Robot Chicken, but I cannot
Yeah,
put a
seriously.
fucking name on it right
Yeah.
now.
Howl Runner,
Like, why not?
Howl Runner, you want to do
So
a
anyways,
classic
I
fact check?
love Llama Sue.
They
I
did
think
not have Mon
got a-
Calamari pizza because Mon Calamari are people.
she's got a great arc, so that's why I went with her.
No, that's a dope
And
one,
she'd
man. I
just be a
actually didn't
fun
even think of
character to
that.
have too. And if she's in the background, like she could be just a random one, just walking down the street, whatever. If you did.
Well, in aspects of photo shots too, that would be awesome. Especially, like areas like you where you get like good amounts of rain and stuff. Dude, those shots of Obi-Wan and like of her like trying to make it like a Camino vibe, like that'd be cool as hell.
That is, and I mean, it's 100%. And I mean, what a cool, like, even beyond that, the stories you could tell with your clones with that character. I mean, especially like ARC troopers. You think about the Camino invasion episode. Like, I have a crap load of the Camino clones with the gray also that I just kind of pretend are part of the wolf pack. So that is a really cool figure. And like,
I think
have some dope accessories. Like, it doesn't have to just be the
mentioned at one point in time how I wish I had one of those clones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that your way of saying send you one of my many clones?
Matt, we know what to get him for his birthday now.
What? You don't have to get me anything.
Yeah, Matt can send it. Listen, you know what, Ant? I will send you one of those clones, and it's going to take just as long as it took me to send you the last thing I sent you, which I think we did 8 months.
By my birthday.
By your birthday in January, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So anyways.
It's coming. Oh, wait, really quick. Hal Runner, Crook, I could never spell that name, but that's that cool giant Jedi guy.
Yarl Poof, that is the name of the guy, actually.
Yeah. Really? He is, okay, yeah. But like, that is like a really cool figure with his robe and that kind of like crazy face. They did make, I think, a TVC or like one of the older lines that were 3.75 of them.
They did. I remember that.
Would be awesome.
Yeah,
Eric,
definitely.
You want to go?
Yes, and honestly, I think so. I'm gonna go my top one, and I think this is one that we could potentially see revealed at SDCC here in like a week or two, whatever it is. Brother, I want Chimere. I want our stranger, man.
Nice.
I think we will. The lightsaber blades that got leaked from China today that are 2 different lengths.
Oh, I haven't seen those.
Skirt. We've seen his cape. Look on Lukeness Monster on YouTube. It's 2 different like length lightsaber blades.
I follow him. I just haven't been on my phone today, really.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think we're gonna get him. I would be surprised if we don't get this one.
That's what I think we will get. So it's like it is still a wish list one because like I haven't collected like tons of the Acolyte ones, but like I got like a bunch of the Jedi and stuff, and then like honestly, just I like despite what you think about the Acolyte, Chimere's character was so fucking cool. Like honestly, like honestly, one of
character.
one of the coolest. Yes, one of the coolest Sith we have gotten, in my opinion. Like since Darth Maul, like I know it's kind of like a contested topic, but honestly, he was just such a great reveal. He had fight scenes were absolutely top tier. Like, want a stranger Chimere character. 100%.
And honestly, like he's been doing the con, like he had Celebration, he had a panel.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna find something to do with that character, regardless of show performance. And I'm here for it because you can't.
And like we had talked about back then, like
Plagueis.
you could do, there it could still be something like, what if they did a Knights of Ren, type thing where he goes off in a different direction and Plagueis goes off in his own direction. And that could be 2 kind of spin-offs right there, or somehow wrapped into the same thing. But
and we had
I think there's a lot
we had outer multiverse checking that said Acolyte had great world building, and I 100% agree.
We're like friends of Acolyte on this cast. Like we each have our own opinions, but we enjoyed it for the most part.
Agreed.
With a couple of tweaks. Yeah.
He said, please, for the love of God, let Hasbro give us an alt-head instead of just the helmeted one.
Oh, I will lose my mind. I rarely get mad at Hasbro. Like, I can roll with the punches, but that would be ridiculous.
It really would.
Yeah, actually.
I agree with that. And I will say that I wasn't sure if I should have him be a wish list because I guess I don't know. I don't pay as much attention to you guys, and then I just see shit and believe it. So I kind of thought he was pretty much confirmed with all these pieces and parts. And
I think
so officially it has not been confirmed officially.
Yeah, but I mean,
I agree. He's right up there for me.
Yeah. So that actually leads into my wish list is not in order of want. It's just characters that I think would be interesting. That leads into my first guy I want to bring up, which is Plagueis. Because we just got Plagueis in the show. We've seen the leaks. There's going to be a Mace Windu, a Chancellor Palpatine 2-pack, and that'll have a younger, not younger, but like not Emperor Palpatine face. So as a photographer, being able to have a Plagueis and a big Papa Palps, younger-ish looking Papa Palps, like that's just some figure fun. And then you get a Chimere in that situation, and like, damn. So like that, and it could be such a cool figure because his lightsaber was kind of a staff lightsaber, right? If I remember right.
It was a saber pike.
Yeah, it's a saber pike, which is so sweet. And like, it's just, we waited so long to get him, and we all thought Acolyte deserved a season 2. All 4 of us. I'm like looking at myself in the screen. Like, I'm not a person sitting here. Anyway, all 3 of us like wanted Acolyte season 2. So I feel robbed of Plagueis. So yeah,
very much agree. And he was actually one of my other ones on that list. And yeah, I think we are honestly, like, he had the one action figure, and I'm pretty sure it was the 3.75 one a while back. And I 100% want a new updated one, because you can do so much with that.
Oh yeah, it's such a cool figure. All right, Ant, I think you are now up again on the round robin. I think you should put that on the wall. We'll wait 5 minutes and you get a dart. And then we go watch you miss the paper a couple times and then land on stuff. It'll be really fun. Guys, this podcast just became 9 hours.
Okay. I'm going to go with, because I've been having literally so much fun with this over the last couple months, just a little bit here, a little bit there. K-Vess from Outlaws. And it's cool. It feels like a 2-pack with ND5 because he's a badass. And then how they could make it a 3-pack and throw Bode in it.
Yeah, I mean, Bode's on. Bode I wasn't going to bring up because we talked about it when Nosh was on, but Bode is on my list for sure. Wait, is the droid 100%. The one that's the commando droid with the trench coat? Dude, you could just, I'll buy a commando droid and then I'll send you a link to a guy who makes soft goods jackets and you just make that guy. I mean, if you want an official one, but like that's such an easy custom. Did you do it already? Dude, no, I'll send you a link to buy a jacket for $20.
My father-in-law bought it for me at Disney. He didn't know I already had it, obviously.
Is it weird that I consider K-Vess to sort of be the gentleman's Afra?
I was about to say, you could probably make a K-Vess out of an Afra, to be honest with you.
You definitely could. Here's the thing is, I did make my custom Omega figure, and that was fun. But honestly, I would much rather just have something that's out of the box.
Yeah, any of my kit
when it comes to customs. Now, I don't mind kit bashing at all. You know, where I think that's what they call it, where kit bashing, like just swap out accessories and whatnot. Like that's fun. I do that a lot, but not so much like making my own customs. And I think it's awesome when people do it, but it's an OCD thing more than anything for me. Like I need everything to be the same. It's just how my brain works.
Yeah. I know, absolutely. I hear you. Yeah, no, I'm always nervous about painting and stuff like that also. All right, Eric, you are up.
Okay, so my next one, it might be breaking the rules a little bit here, I'm not going to lie, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm hoping for... exactly.
It could be a toy,
so
like I'm hoping your toy. Too.
No, so it is a figure, but I'm hoping for a multi-pack on this, and it's going to be several different figures in this pack. I want the Sith Triumvirate, so I want a pack with Traya, a pack with Scion, and even though he just got his re-release, I still want Nihilus in that pack.
You want a corrected mold Nihilus. Make that guy tall and skinny. Like, the Nihilus figure is great just to get a Nihilus figure, but like I 100%, my next one's a 3-pack too, by the way. I 100%. That is a 3-pack. Oh, you had that in there too. And also on brand, a Main Man Howl Runner, Darth Krayt, and Talon 2-pack.
Oh yeah,
absolutely fantastic. And Talon's cool because if you want to do Lucas's like proposed trilogy that didn't happen, that's Maul's apprentice in that. I mean, he'd be dead by then. So if you want to get into some weird what if photos or something, then you got Maul and Talon. It's excellent.
Yeah, but we're probably gonna get Talon, I would imagine, off of the show.
And Maul's show.
We'll probably get a figure off of that.
I agree.
Potentially a different outfit.
Talk about the amount of cool outlaw badass figures we're gonna get from that show. Like I just get excited thinking about it. Yeah. So mine's a 3-pack too. I've said this on the cast before, but I'm really hoping this is going to happen because there's a rumor at Comic-Con they're going to start doing a new ESB figure, which means that we're drifting out of the A New Hope, hopefully the A New Hope remolds that have all been great, and into Empire. So then when we get to Jedi, I want a Skiff Guard Black Series 3-pack. I think they've already gotten it in TVC. I want Klaatu. I want Barada. I want Nikto. I want the boys that were in the single packs, from the 80s. Like, they make Jabba.
Yak face.
We really do need a Jabba's throne for that Jabba figure they made.
Yeah.
But you get like yourself like a Jabba, a custom throne. You got Salacious Crumb. You got these characters. He needs those Skiff Guards. And like Boba standing behind him. Like I am all about, not even for photos. Like I know a lot of times they end up going close out, but it's just random aliens, man. Like I love getting the, obviously I always want like a new version of one of the favorite like heroes or whatever, but random aliens are not represented enough in action figures. So that's my
need some diversity there.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, get them in here.
Yeah.
Make those molds.
Yeah. And with that, what mold do you want to see next, Mr. I Am Not a Committee?
Well, science taken. So that makes my life a little bit easier. I'm gonna go with one that I am going to see if you guys know. I was surprised. I showed Ari this list, and he did not know this person off the top of his head, which only shocks me because he knows. Like, I can ask him anything, and he knows it.
Your brother Ari is like one of the most knowledgeed people I know.
Yeah. Also, friend of the cast. You guys can see him as a host periodically on the show as well.
Yep. So anyway, it's Tassa Loa.
Oh, well, I went right to Tassu Leach, who's
You guys should have a little bit of a head start on this one from a conversation in a chat we had recently with our friends.
When you said that, I immediately thought Tassu Leach
toy
from
collectors.
I am drawing a blank right now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so it's actually going to be our good friend Yord's Padawan.
Oh yes, I just know her as I just know her as as that Padawan. I did not. She's Ygarian, right?
Yes.
Ygarian, as they say.
I think it'd be cool again if they did because really you don't see her a lot, but
no, that's why it was
the white outfit that I sent, and I sent a picture in that group, but you guys might have missed it. But it's like
I did. I knew it was Ygarian. I forgot the name. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It would be cool for that to be a 2-pack too. We get another Yord in his white garb, and then his Padawan in hers. It'd be great.
I think
that's more acolyte figures. Yeah. More
I think of the white robes as like their staying home pajamas, like that's their comfy clothes. And then when they go out, like where they're like burlappy robes because you got to be on point when you're a Jedi.
Yeah, sure. It's like that fine, nice silken robes.
Like silk Jedi pajamas.
Easy on the skin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. made on Gorman.
Too soon, right? Too soon.
Remember the gore.
Yeah. All right, Eric, you're up.
You're up,
Number 3.
All right, so we're sticking in Republic time frames. This has probably been one of my most desired for freaking as long as I've been a Black Series collector. I want to get the Old Republic Trooper in a Black Series. So like the Jace from the Old Republic.
Jace, yeah.
That right there is like at the one of the absolute tops of my list, honestly.
Well, you gotta have his lady Steele Sean then too. Like, he already got Bastilla. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah, that is a good one. And they have that.
That was going to be another one of my other ones, to be honest with you. But no, getting the Old Republic Trooper in Black Series, because I have it in TVC. It's unopened, unpunched, so it's like
I remember when you got that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that thing stays in protective case because it's like one of my most favorite ones I have. It just looks so pristine. And honestly, anything like that type of armor, it just looks so freaking great as an action figure, honestly.
For sure.
So I really hope that we have, that we get that one at some point, to be honest with you.
That would be, I think like if the line keeps going forever, like I know like Old Republic stuff is sold really well. Like it's hard to get, I think those figures more so than the others. So I can see that happening. All right,
it's got a good fan following, honestly.
You guys are gonna laugh at me for my third, but I've been mentioning to you the new Star Wars comic, a series, the mainline comic that takes place after Return of the Jedi has been fantastic. And my main man and favorite Han Solo has a new sporty look in it. He has a long sleeve black shirt and a white vest, and he sports like, his normal brown pants with the yellow and everything. But I would love, and I understand, similar to you, Ant, I could paint a figure and make that, but I would love to get that Han made on par with, I always want the card game Han from the end of Solo, but that Han would be badass. And definitely if people aren't reading that book, the mainline Star Wars book, it's on like the 2nd or 3rd issue, and it's pretty good, and they're doing some stuff with Luke that's interesting in it too. And I know everybody's kind of wanted to see more of like Luke kind of post Jedi, like how does he get to where he is, I guess, by the by the sequels. And there's some stuff in there that could lead to some like not so Jedi-y things that I think like might be interesting. But yeah, anyway, that Han is definitely on my list, and right now he's on an adventure with Valance, if anybody's read the comics, and our main man Lando, which is pretty fun. So yeah, definitely check those out, and I want that figure.
The man of many capes.
Well, I don't think that's weird at all because they've got that whole line of basically comic book figures that have the badass boxes. So
good.
They could put them in one of those. Like, how cool would that be?
Yeah,
they haven't had one in so long.
And it's such an easy repaint for them too, which I love. That's like, make it happen. All right,
yes, bro, if you're listening.
Yeah, we know they love us. All right,
we're basically free marketing for them at this point.
Okay, back to the list.
We're gonna spend so much time on it. It's like I might as well just imagine.
Difference in burning time. Just I'll give you an extra one.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Clonex. CX2, Bad Batch, Assassin.
Oh,
the Assassin. Okay, yep.
Okay,
I totally forgot the name.
Clone X. I thought you said Clonax, and I was like, huh?
That's
I can see that.
It's
I can see
Clone
that.
so I heard
X.
Clone
Okay.
X, but I've just blanked on it
Oh
totally.
no, I know who
for a
that
minute.
is. I was like,
It's been a minute, but
Oh,
I,
yeah,
But
I
no,
would love
that would be
I would
awesome.
love a multi-pack of him and his merry band of Bad Batch adversaries. What a cool
Yes.
character. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Great one. Great pull. I'm
Or you
sorry
could
I
do a
made fun of you.
multi-pack.
You really
It's
wowed me.
okay. I got a list. Okay, continue. So he's just a sick clone who's a badass assassin who deserves a figure that they could, now that Bad Batch is over and we have a lot of, there's questions still. How about they do the figure with a removable helmet so we can find out
See what
who's underneath.
who he's a clone of. You know what? This would have.
I know
there's
was multiple different ones, but
There's no reason of this 2-pack, but everybody got him under a different name in TVC. Notion I refer to him as Hot Clone, and that's Hauser with the cool hair. So like, we can make a Clone X and Hauser, Clone X and Hauser 2-pack because I just want that figure.
that'd be great. That'd be
That
great.
would be sick.
Appease your fans.
Man, Clone X is a good pull. I would not have thought of that. You and I love our Bad Batch figures, but I love it. All right, Mr. Daddy Lorian.
All right, so now another one I'm going to go with, and Matt, this is one I thought of when we were initially talking about this, and I think this is one that you initially were thinking of as well, was the Naboo Guard from episode 1.
And Panaka, both those figures.
Yes,
2-pack,
if
we're going
the
2-packs. We're all
right
cheating.
there you go.
Cheating.
Yeah.
So, like,
Throw in the
and
Royal
honestly,
Naboo Guard too. 3-pack.
That's
You know what?
like,
Make
I
it
would
even
love
cooler.
to get those,
Do a
honestly.
vehicle 2-pack. Give them one of
the land
speeders.
speeder.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You kind of give up. The Naboo Royal Guard just has such a cool outfit, but like the
It is.
Naboo Guard and a 2-pack with the speeder with Panaka makes so much more sense. I would love that. Or you know what? It could be a con exclusive. Make it a vehicle with a 4-pack and throw in the Naboo pilot
Oh hell yeah!
or
That'd
the
be cool.
pilot and the N1. We're just riffing now, guys. We're off topic. Yeah. I'm into that. You're just playing jazz.
Going.
We're in
Whereas
dangerous
they play in
territory.
the cantina,
Bottom rolling.
jizz. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well,
What?
that's what they call in the cantina. The music the cantina band is playing is jizz. Look it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It
nice,
is
nice.
actually.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Question it.
But yeah, that's mine.
Cheers. Yeah, I ended that weird. I think we were all having fun. I don't know what happened. So my next one is there's a chance because there's been rumors there's going to be a new Rebels figure, and I know both of you think I'm going to say Callus, but I'm not. And this would definitely be my number one with a bullet figure that I want with all my heart, and that is a Kanan Jarrus season 3 and 4 figure with 2 swappable heads. So you get him
That would be a
with the
good
goggles, and maybe the goggles come off on one head, and then the other head is the Pym from the episode that, spoiler alert, he dies in as like a truly like realized Jedi. And that is a figure that I feel like we kind of finally got Ezra because of Ahsoka, right? In his look, and like that just completes the vibe for me. But that figure is, I'll squeal like a girl that just got kissed by one of the Beatles in 1968 if they announce that figure.
No, I agree. That would be an awesome one. And like, so I'm big into getting some of the autographs. Getting that one autographed by Freddie Prinze would be fucking top tier.
I'll wait in that
Honestly,
line. I've never gotten an autograph figure. That would be totally worth it.
yeah, 100%.
All right. Before we get into our final round, Hellrunner agrees that jizz is great. Anybody in the comments after we get through our final round, if you have a figure, let us know if there's a wish list figure you want to talk us about, because then we're going to switch topics. So while we go around robin, we'll talk about any figures anybody drops in after. And with that, Ant, this will be the hardest moment of your evening. I want
That's
you
what
to
she
take
said.
Is he frozen, or is he just staring me down like crazy?
He might be frozen,
He's
honestly.
frozen on my screen. Oh no, I really want to know what the final figure is.
Well, now we'll never know.
And all right, well, Eric, you're up, and we'll do Ant last if we have to.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. All right, so I think he's gonna pop back in here in a minute.
Cool.
For some reason he's having difficulty the last few weeks. I'm not sure why, but
We'll troubleshoot.
But anyways, so my last one, and this is going to be, I think it would have been Bode, but we talked about that already with Noshan the other week. And this is right in the same realm, though, because it's from the same game. I really want a Centauri Kree action figure. I absolutely loved that character in Jedi Survivor. Even though we don't get too much of her, the saber looks really sick. And then the concept behind her character is just so awesome. And I would love to do shots with like the Dagon Gera and Centauri Kree, like total High Republic vibes and everything like that.
So many characters from that game that like just need love. Like I haven't played it, but who's like the really tall dude in the orange that has his like troopers that he fights? It's like Ravis or something maybe, or
Yes,
That guy
the big
yeah,
dude. Yes.
that guy needs. I haven't played the game. That guy needs a figure, and I also would love a seer figure just for the having
Oh
it.
yeah, we
'Cause you
we
can-
need to get a seer at some point.
and I think that would
Honestly,
be really cool. And then if we're going me, this one's really hard. I'm gonna do two because Ant's not on. All right, you can do another one if you want to, Eric. So my last two. First one that I will say is I really want, similar to how they did the Endor Commando, I want a Rebel Pathfinder figure. I think
okay.
would be absolutely super cool. And all you missed is he's a black box on my screen, so I'm just keep going. So Rebel Pathfinder, and I want one head to be. I want some interchangeable vests and pieces in it, so you can kind of like almost go modular with it. And you're
Yeah.
back. You're gonna go last.
Hopefully I stay back.
I'm still going to do an extra figure. Anyway, so my figure before I get into my extra figure is I want a Rebel Pathfinder figure, and for it to come with a bunch of different things like vests and backpacks and weapons, so you can kind of like buy a couple. But I want it to also have a swappable head or face, so it doubles as a Melshi figure. And Melshi and the Pathfinder have been on my list since Rogue One. So that I'm hoping, because Andor, I don't know if you guys saw, but like Andor was going for like $8.99 the Cassian from the new season until the season started.
yeah.
It was like back up to regular
That's right.
price, unless you find out like Ross now. But yeah, online at least. So that would be my one, and then my whammy that I said I was going to do, or my final figure. It's a dream. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but hey, I got my Dash Rendar.
Oh yeah,
Kyle
Yeah.
Katarn.
I thought that one was
I want a
happening
Kyle
too.
Katarn. A Kyle Katarn.
Oh yeah,
figure.
you did get Dash.
They
Kyle?
need to remake the Dark Forces games. Honestly, like doing those
Yeah.
with modern day would be so amazing.
Heck
That was like
yeah.
one of the first Star Wars games I remember playing. Honestly.
Yeah, for sure. And all right, I'll give you. You ready to go? You're closing us out.
Yep.
Absolutely. I will go with, okay, this one's going to surprise you guys because it's a Phantom Menace character and also not Phantom Menace.
Let it
it's
be
not
Watto.
Phantom. It's just an Attack of the Clones. But he's a Jedi Master. Colbid Trebor is his name, but you might know him as
Yeah, hell
Parasaur
yeah.
Lopez head.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, the head of the the Jedi communications
When
department. The Django like lights
When
up.
I Googled
Yeah.
him to find out his actual name, it said that in the description, it said something along the lines of, he could have ended the Clone Wars right then and there, but he met an unfortunate end or something like that.
So yeah, I think if you look him up, he's like the head of their PR
Yeah.
department, or like the guy that does the newscasts. And then he was just one of the guys that was there, and he went up against Django. I would love
would
a
just
figure of
be
that
an
character.
awesome
Even
figure
just to
to
be a
have.
random alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are ridiculous? That is the best way to end
Hey,
this.
I
by the
mean,
way.
I just called him the Parasaur Jedi. Is all I've been calling.
yeah,
I didn't even
Yeah,
I
whatever
didn't
you-
even give him honor him with Jedi. Me and Ari just called him
Yeah.
Parasaur Lopez head. Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I think we
Yes.
go into our next segment. Eric, you want to run this bad boy, or you want me to?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and run this. So we're gonna go into showing off some of our favorite action figures, just like not even just favorites, just ones that maybe we're enjoying right now. But before we do that, we actually have my buddy Saber Max checking in, which is
Max,
good.
what's up?
Hey guys, thank you for checking in, and good timing too, because we are going to be doing a show off of one of their newest sabers, which I'm going to pull up right now, and it's going to be one of their newest from their SE line, and it is the Kenobi SE. So, Ant, you remember I said you were going to like this one.
That looks
Shit.
amazing.
So yeah,
I think
yeah,
get that
so-
for Jen.
yeah, seriously. No, so this is one that, like, this is the really cool things about the sabers they offer, man. The SE line is like a much more budget friendly option compared to some of the ones out there. Like 198 for a very well done Kenobi saber is very nice in my opinion.
that's a
and
nice
if you're somebody
price.
who likes to like weather these things, yeah, like honestly, like, and that's for baselet, and it goes up just a little bit for Super NeoPixel and Profi. And as you can see from the pictures, I mean, dude, this captures the essence of Kenobi, honestly.
Oh no, it's
It's
great.
a beautiful saber. Honestly, one of the most iconic in my opinion.
It really is. I mean,
and, yeah.
for what I
Yeah.
would consider to be like I don't know what the actual term is. Ari would probably know, but like a standard
The emitter?
lightsaber, a
A
pretty
what?
standard lightsaber as far as the shape.
Yeah, but that's like it's the original lightsaber.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
You know what I
but
mean? Like if you
Yeah,
think about it, like
seriously.
yeah,
Like-
if you think about also Vader and Anakin's, without him ever knowing he was going to be, Luke's dad. Like Vader was going to be Anakin originally. That's really the same lightsaber too, with some different doohickeys on it. So like
Right.
this is for all intents and purposes what a Jedi lightsaber looked like. For the first 15 years of Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And like I said, this is the SE line, so it is like one of the more budget-friendly ones, and I just love the way it looks and really captures the essence of Obi-Wan, honestly.
Nice.
So,
And
you guys can go ahead on their website and check this out. This falls under their Initiate collection, and as usual, you can go ahead and use well, actually, sorry, this one right here is actually a little bit off kilter right now. So my typical code, the Dadalorian, for 10%, they're actually offering 15% off site-wide right now already, and then you can get an additional $10 off using code the Dadalorian special. So I'll make sure I drop that down there below. So yeah, get in on the summer sale, guys, because there's a hell of a lot of savings with Saber Max right now.
Yeah.
So
I've never bought a lightsaber, but if I ever was going to buy a lightsaber, I would buy one from Saber Max, and it would be Luke's Jedi lightsaber in green. So I could even get that Obi-Wan one technically and just do double duty. But yeah, those are the coolest lightsabers. They change
whatever color you want.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, those are awesome. And Saber Max, we always appreciate you 100%.
Yes, thank you, Saber Max.
All right. Are we in the home stretch?
We are in the home stretch,
Homies?
so we are going to move into our last section here, which is the ones that we're going to show off, actually. So why don't, Matt, you led the segment for the first part of it here. Why don't you go ahead and show off some of your stuff first?
Cool. All right, so what we're going to do, just so everybody knows this, we figured it would be fun just to either show our 3 favorite toys from Star Wars or the figures that really excite us. Like this year, like, we're all photographers, the 3 of us. Some of these you're going to know if you've been on the cast, like watch the cast, or you've been on our pages, but we still thought it'd be fun. So I'm just going to kick off quickly. So this first figure was a real surprise and delight for me because I had to get it because I love the character, but from like a completionist standpoint. And it is Clone Wars Phase 1 Rex.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All mine have guys with blasters because you guys know that's my thing.
He's a blaster guy.
Yes.
But yeah, like I was like excited for this figure. The thing I didn't like was it had the plastic commas, but his great range of motion, way better than what they'd done with the ARC Troopers. And it was just a figure that when I got it, I knew that I was going to take photos. I prefer Phase 2 Rex's look, but it just like the first 3 weeks that I had this figure, I was constantly fiddling with it and taking photos. And it was one of those figures that like, I literally the day that I got this went and watched a bunch of episodes from the first 3 seasons of Clone Wars just to like look at Rex. And I kind of want to, if he ever goes on more of a sale, want to get one and do him like use like white paint. It's like the only customizing I would do, and start doing some hash marks on him so that it's like the way that he was right before he went Phase 2. But that's my first one, and it's just a really cool figure. It's probably to me, new clone mold body's great, and this figure's really fun. I will say the head's a little whack. It's not nearly as good as the other Rex heads that we've gotten. It's like a little bit like the hair. But with that said, like I leave the helmet on 95% of the time, so I really don't care.
Yeah.
My favorite part is I finally have a Rex that can aim his guns like this, like in the show.
So did the Ahsoka scene.
Yeah.
If you wanted to have him like in a picture where you use some of your Phase 2 troopers, just pop his helmet up.
I'll say this much too, man. Like
Swap
the
the
photo you
helmet,
did
really.
with him and the miniseries ARC Trooper, fucking top tier.
Oh yeah, like that. Oh, what's his name? Fordo. Fordo is so cool.
Yeah.
And I bought those like 3D printed because the pistols in the Clone Wars Gennady Tartakovsky show have those like long silencer things. I forgot I owned that figure until I got Rex. And then it's funny, my wife Jen and I watched. She'd never seen those. And the second season of that show, the first season though, is like top tier Star Wars. If anybody wants to watch something,
Dude, it was
utterly
amazing.
insane. Yep. All right, I'll go to my second guy. This will be quick. Everybody knows it's Cassian. This figure really knocked my socks off. I always, I fell in love with this character in Rogue One and in season 1, and I wanted more of like a plainclothes Cassian. When this came out, I was like, holy shit, it's the outfit from the beginning of Rogue One. And my favorite part of this is my dear friends at Syndicate Customs. I purchased this MW20 Briar pistol from them. So it's really the right heft and weight versus the Hasbro one that came with the other Cassian.
Yeah.
And I will say that the show, my favorite thing was that blasters were almost like lightsabers. Like this gun had an arc. And what's cool is this one is custom painted by my good friend Crispy SBS, but I also have a very cool one in a slightly different tone that was done by Syndicate. And I'm very excited to announce that just shipped from Syndicate. If you remember, he converted this pistol to a rifle on the Gorman Massacre episodes.
Yeah.
And I have that painted rifle coming.
Ooh.
So I'm definitely going to put one of my trench coats on one of my spares of this figure and have like a pseudo Gorman Massacre assassin Cassian. Okay, my third figure I showed last episode, but screw you guys, it's a show that I host. If anybody doesn't like it. And this might be my favorite Han Solo figure ever made. It is the new A New Hope Han Solo. As you guys know, I couldn't wait for August, so I painted up this blaster, by the way.
You did?
Another one coming, so I added the silver highlights.
Yeah, nice, looks great.
But so like I always paint up my blasters that I'm not afraid of. I want it to have like more depth for photos. But yeah, like this figure is just freaking phenomenal. And like, I honestly went through a Canadian seller and got it early. I spent like,
I knew you
basically
weren't waiting
double
for
price.
that.
Oh, when I knew somebody was selling it from Canada, but like, if you look, even the original photos, they didn't do the face justice, the promo photos. It looked a little like Mick Jagger, but this is damn near perfect. And just the modern articulation, the belt, the gun belt, he can actually sit for a change.
Oh yeah.
Because
nice.
the gun belt is not, it's floating, but it's really
Yeah.
tight and attached. He's got the modern no mid swivel, which I think everybody's used to now. But the great thing is it's got that modern, the shirt is over a torso. So it's like a real shirt. And just overall, like, I mean, even just like you put him in this pose, right? Here. And that is just the perfect Han. Han Bespin has always been my favorite Han. Whenever they make figures, I'm always waiting for that. But I think I realized the reason Han Bespin is my favorite Han is because they've never made an amazing A New Hope Han. And I am just, this figure, it's like the three things I love the most in my life. It goes my dog, my wife, this Han Solo, my wife, my dog, my wife, my dog,
Okay.
my wife, my dog, this Han
In
Solo.
no particular order.
I'm looking at a toy. My wife, my dog, this Han Solo figure, and then Star Wars. I'm sorry, I love you. I got a thumbs up, but she's also making up the couch, so I don't. I'm kidding.
You're fixing to get hurt, brother.
I know.
Hey, let's get yours, brother.
I am going to. So these are kind of right now like Matt did. I did kind of like my top 3 figures that I've kind of been enjoying. Like that, I feel like the photos I took with them are really just like photos that I am very passionate about. So that's kind of why I went with these. These are not necessarily my favorite characters by any means, but a couple of them are top favorite for me. So the first one I've got here is General Grievous.
I don't have that one. I like that.
So sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to hold him. But right now, I have him in this pose where his arms are connected, and I didn't realize that they connected actually with, they got little connectors between the arms, and so they stay together really well. And so it kind of like, I took a couple photos with him that kind of essentially had like a pose kind of like this, where he's just standing off there, and just photos that I feel like turned out really well. And this figure is one I kind of challenged myself with as well, because as we've joked about in the past, like, I mean,
I can stand him now. That joke is defunct.
He's I'm not making fun of you, man.
You're not gonna.
No, I was gonna have a real moment. I was gonna say, as we've joked about in the past, but he is pretty hard to like get to pose if you're not really paying attention. So it is one, as a photographer, like I go outside a lot for my photos. So taking this guy out into the woods and standing him up on a tree branch, is gonna give me a real cool picture. But I might be standing there fucking beating and cursing at that tree for a good 10 minutes.
Well, that's my favorite, is when I'm trying to take a photo, I know how I want it to look. Like, nobody is disturbing me taking a photo, and something falls over, and it's just me in the room like, you fucking shit, fuck. And it's like, just I automatically become the dad from A Christmas Story.
Right.
I'm in the basement with just sweating and angry and chubby. Sorry, go on.
Now that said, though, Grievous he is one of my favorite characters, maybe top 10. Probably somewhere up there. Villains wise, he's top 5 for sure. I always thought, like, when I first saw Attack of the Clones, we didn't have all this like backstory, or Revenge of the Sith rather, so much. So we saw what we saw, and that was it, right? So I kind of just saw Grievous as my boy Obi-Wan's like nemesis, So
if you want to see his first appearance, it's in that Gennady Tartakovsky Clone Wars, and he's very different, but very cool, different voice
or whatever it was on. My mom
it was cable.
So anywho, he is a top favorite. Now this other one
was a Cartoon Network,
is
or whatever.
A character that we knew for a very, very, very short period of time, but one that got very near and dear to me very quickly, that I loved, and I think the figure is fucking phenomenal. It's Jackie.
I knew it. Oh, it's too soon. The 3-hole punch, too soon. That was the most devastating moment in Star Wars to me on the list. I mean, McGorman Massacre, but that was just pretty up there. The only Acolyte character everybody can agree besides Quimera was amazing.
Yeah, no, she was so cool.
Dude,
and
that saber fight is top tier.
The best / most horrifying moment for poor Jackie was when they, for a brief moment, led us to believe emotionally that she might succeed.
Oh, when she gets the 2 lightsabers, I mean, listen, it's really hard to watch that scene. And I stand by my issues with the pacing on the Acolyte. That could have been one episode, the previous episode. I'm not going to get into it. But that episode is a fantastically, you guys know the story. It's me just screaming at my TV while people in the other room. It's really like that.
Reading some stuff about Acolyte, and like they actually cut a lot from that episode because
I saw that too.
was too much.
One of my friends, when he saw it, he's like not a Star Wars guy, but he seems to watch Star Wars to hate on it. He loved that episode, and his biggest complaint was he was like, they killed Yord with a neck snap. In the world of Star Wars, with all the ways you can kill somebody, they 3-hole punch Jackie, like put a lightsaber to his forehead and ignite it, or like he was like cut his arm off and beat him with it. He's like, there's just so many ways, and they went neck snap. And I was like, I don't know, I thought it was pretty brutal and efficient.
I thought it was pretty brutal.
I mean, that's got the most messed up line in Star Wars, where it's like where he looks up at him after he kills Jackie and he goes, what was its name?
Yeah.
Like its name.
Yeah.
Like so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Gave me chills.
Legitimately.
But yeah, Jackie. So I do think it's fun to give her Kelneka's lightsaber, you know, take some pics with the double bladed.
Oh, I just got to kill NECA, so that's pretty good to think about.
Keep that in mind. All right, so that's Jackie number 2.
It's gigantic.
And my current number 1 is Dagon Kara.
Oh. Hell yes. Bro, I love that figure so much.
I'm going to get it at some point. I just don't take enough pictures of like Jedi and Survivor and all that, but I do love the Cal figures. It's
Look at this guy though,
cool
like
looking figure. I still feel like it should be $5 off for the missing arm, but we won't get into that.
so honestly,
the way they did that one is fantastic.
I had
I think
no
it's really cool.
real huge desire to get this figure, and I remember I actually texted you, Matt. I was like, should I get Dagon or who was it, Basil? And you're like get Basil, he's so much better for pictures. And I was like, okay, and then I got them both anyways. And
yeah, I figured.
But no, I wasn't like
just
super
like to be
get
heard.
him, but I was like, you know what, he might be one of those figures that I don't ever see again, you know. So I was shocked to see him when I saw him. I was at freaking
it's on Amazon pretty
But I'm saying, but in the wild, like I feel like if I saw him in the wild, it's like a thing. You know what I think is cool? I just thought of this, Ant, for your photos. Like I thought it was kind of lame that they did the one that's the 2-pack with the clear arm to do the force arm. You could totally just get some wire.
Oh yeah,
and do the force arm with that figure, and it would be really cool because we all know, you and I know how to remove that stuff. So like, if I got that figure now, I think I might.
Yeah,
do
I
something
thought. I
like
think
that.
I read somewhere
There's like a
that
piece of like copper wire or something.
I thought I read on some article on one of our buddies' pages or something that people were pretty excited about that 2-pack with him having the force arm.
Oh,
but
they want it. I'm so stoked for
you know,
them.
I think if it's for photo purposes, it's probably, I don't know, it's definitely easier to have the plastic arm. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Oh, 100% make it easier. I might get that 2-pack if it goes on sale because I think that droid's awesome.
Yeah.
And I did. Dagon was having a rough day one day and he jumped off the shelf and his lightsaber blade broke into the hilt.
Mine did.
Did you have to buy another?
The Gorilla Glue, and one of the blades is not coming out ever again.
My Padawan Ahsoka fell off my shelf yesterday, and luckily I retrieved the lightsaber. That fell out, the small one, but that left hand is terrible at holding lightsabers. And now like it's just laying on its back on my shelf, and I'm like, do I just change the Clone Wars section because if this falls and I lose this lightsaber, I'm gonna have a complete panic attack. So yeah. I'm in the process of changing out my shelves anyway. Some of the new stuff that's coming, but yeah, good picks, Mr.
Dagon's awesome. I love the figure, and I gotta replay that game honestly because I think I rushed through it a little bit. You got to give it a little bit more.
I think I did too, but it was a long game.
Thinking,
yeah, understandable. But all right, well, I'll finish this out, boys. So, and my first one's going to be a little bit of an older one, but it is one that was extremely hard to get, as you guys probably know. And it's going to be this guy right here, the Umbra Operative.
Oh, I love that figure.
Honestly, for me, this is one of my favorites just because the armor is so sick. Honestly, I love the way that this one looks. It's got the 2 blasters, the full ARC Trooper pack. It just looks awesome. This one was a special one for me.
Figure. That's the commas. Sorry,
yeah, I was gonna say this one was special for me because like this is at the time when you could not find this guy anywhere. So I did like a 3-way trade with our boy Mark to actually get this because I just for the life of me could not find this thing. Yeah. So I sent him a 212th trooper. I sent him a 212th trooper. He sent some other guy something. I don't remember what it was, and the other guy sent me this one. So this was definitely one of my special ones that I was like, I don't know, should I open this when I opened all my stuff, but I still got to do some photos with this, to be honest with you. So I definitely need to get out there and do that. It's such a nice looking
figure. That figure for me was when it was really hard to get, like right before it came out, when it was hard to get. I was like having trying to save some money. So I canceled the figure and I was at GameStop in the mall because I used to have a GameStop near me in my old apartment. And I saw it and I was like, do I do it? And I was like, no. I'm going to be strong. And then I went home and literally the next day I got charged. I guess I didn't cancel it correctly. So it was coming to me anyway. And I was like, that's just the will of the living force. You know, like Qui-Gon says, you got to go with it.
For true. Fact, man. Now, my next one, and this is one I don't think I've ever had anticipation for a Black Series extra like this.
Yeah,
and it is my newest one, my Nihilist re-release
I thought that
came
one would
in.
be first for
And
sure.
It's in no particular order.
Yes, it is no particular order. So, but no, I was so stoked when this one came in. I was never anticipated one like this, honestly. And I know you guys were talking about the old body molds and like it's kind of bulky. Honestly, this one, I don't know if it's a new body mold. It's pretty thin.
It's kind of stocky. It's the Darth Maul body, and like he's kind of tall and thin. And like this being said, I love that figure. He was on prominent display in my old apartment when I had more space. Like he
Are you more so
he's so tall and thin, and yeah, it just needs to be taller and a little more like floaty thin, but like I can work with what the body is. It's like I want to swap the legs on it or have somebody that knows how to do that, because like he's like a pretty all imposing figure. But that said, I mean, that figure is a must for Star Wars fans. So like that is 100% beautiful figure.
Well, this is easily my favorite one right now.
He looks great, and I'm really glad you got him because, as we all know, that is it's your boy,
Planet Eater.
Now, my last one, and this is something new that I got. Yeah,
planets.
This is something new I got.
Is it a surprise for us?
No. I sent you guys this when I got it. One of my best friends actually made this he made this and he gave it to me, and it is a full-on custom weathered Luke so cool. Episode 2. So he made this as like a this is what this should have looked like in episode 7, essentially, like super weathered. It's got like a bunch of pitting in it. He put like some of the rusting spots on it. Like he made this to look like it was been through hell and back. Like this is what it's supposed to look like after it falls in Bespin and everything like that. Yeah. I mean, it is so insanely accurate. The stamping on the bottom is exactly what you see in episode 2.
Wow.
Like that is it's my buddy Alex did this, and like it is so insanely accurate. So I don't even know what company he got it from or anything like that, but he worked on putting this thing together and making it like so accurate. It's insane, and it is prominently on display with my other sabers now.
It's like straight from the garbage room on the Death Star, moving to the swamps of Dagobah and getting dropped on Bespin. This lightsaber needs a polish, but it is really cool. That is really cool, dude.
It is.
I'd wear that to work and just see what happens.
You know what? I might. But anyways, boys, that does wrap us up for today.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that does wrap us up for today, boys.
Halloween.
For everybody who tuned in today and watched and hung out with us for a little bit, we loved and appreciate you guys so much, and thank you for stopping in. We encourage you guys to go check out our Instagram at Sith Happens _Star Wars podcast, which has a link tree to all of our various links to our YouTube, Amazon Music, Spotify. Please give us a like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate everything that you guys do following us. With that being said, I'll kick it over to my boy Ant so we can kick it out of here.
All right. Yeah. Just to echo Eric, thanks everyone for joining in tonight, and we'll be back for more, I'm sure, next week. But yeah, with that, hope you all have a great night.
All right. I don't think there's anything else I can say. As a man who has friends everywhere, I'll just say, may the force be with you always.
And I'm Eric the Deadler, and thank you guys for stopping in. Have a good night, and this is the way.